Hey, here's the whole build so you don't have to search around for it. Stick around if you want to know where to actually find some of the items and see how the build functions and also maybe be entertained.
Please don't leave.
So,
You want to be Captain America.
you screwed up.
Steve Rogers, a.k.a. Captain America, a.k.a. ha-ha funny shield throw go bonk man, a.k.a. made your girlfriend all tingly when she saw him rip apart that log. Guy. I'm just kidding, we don't have girlfriends.
Fake laugh, hiding real pain.
So how do we make your dreams a reality?
Through visualization.
Bam! Looking great, right? Yeah, actually, looking a little scrawny now that I look at it. All right, hold on a second. See, that's better. All we needed was some performance-enhancing drugs. No biggie. The DARE program would have a hell of a time trying to explain Captain America to children. Whoa, say, can you see the gyat on Captain America? 100% freedom drugs.
As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
Now I wish I could stand here and take credit for this wondrous, wondrous look, but alas alack, I cannot. We do have a wonderful YouTube video from user Lucky It's Loki, who is a great artiste. Thanks, chum. So now we have a tarnished who's giving off solid Captain America vibes, but we still have to solve this whole nudity issue. Now, unfortunately, there's no Captain America uniform in this game, so we're gonna have to hodgepodge it, going through the hundreds and hundreds of armor pieces that this game has to offer, but we just have to remember the spirit of the outfit. The spirit of America.
America!
We have the Cuckoo Surcoat, the Traveler's Gloves, and the Fire Monk Greaves. No helm since we're going for a more wild style of Captain America. Now there's a proper American knight. But of course, now we're missing two very important ingredients in this American patriot soup. For one, his kick-ass fight moves for which he delivers justice to rude, crude battle dudes. And of course, his funny man bonk shield. Thankfully, the Dilk has supplied us with both. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making this video. To push his glorious fight power to maximum, I elected to use both the Dryleaf Arts and Dane's Footwork. Keistus, Cestus, however the hell you want to say it, or similar punchy boy can get the job done, but come on. When's the last time you see Captain use a fist weapon?
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No.
He delivers justice with raw strength and chutzpah. Unfortunately, Dane's Footwork is basically at the end of the DLC, but you can get the Dryleaf Arts early enough by getting here on the map, past Castle Ensis, and picking up the Monk's Missive. Go a little farther till you run into this chump, challenge him to a street fight via your new edgelord gesture, and just stove his face in.
Let's dance.
Uncle Sam needs to die, Jack.
I infused it for heavy since we'll be running this whole build as a large and in-charge strength affair. Now to get legitimately one of the most irritating weapons in the entire game, the Smithscript Shield, which will make the Cap'n illusion complete. The instrument of your enemy's despair is located in Telu's ruined forge. Get it, equip it, love it. So what makes this shield so good? I mean, even with full strength investment, it gets a measly 285 AR, but don't let that deceive you, friends. For within the lamb lurks a lion. A 3 FP cost spammable lion that's got a hitbox on the front and sure as shit has a hyper homing hit on the back. Hey, Shield.
Yes, Master.
I missed, and the point of this demonstration is to come off like a badass. So you think you could, do me a solid and defy nature, game balance, physics, and Miyazaki, our lord and master, to just do a solid 180 and clean this doofus's clock?
It will be done, my master.
Just don't actually try and block anything with it. It's actually a really, really terrible shield.
Oh no,
Just straight donkey mess. Now to boost that, we'll be rocking the Smithing Talisman, plus 10% damage. Then, of course, Alexander's Jar Shard for another plus 15% damage on that throw, which stacks multiplicatively. Math. And then I elected to slap on the Crimson Amber Medallion, plus 3 for plus 10% health, and then a toss-up between the Blessed Blue Talisman if I'm adventuring around. I mean, you'll barely notice the FP losses with this thing equipped, which, if you don't know where to find that, I made a video for it, which should be in the upper right. Maybe it's that way? I don't know. But the other option is the Shattered Stone Talisman. Why? Because it boosts our kicking by plus 10%, and the majority of what we're going to be doing is kicking.
Kicking? Oh, I want to do some kicking!
And then to tie it all off, here are the glorious stats. Now, I'm level 150, and thanks to the simplicity of the build, you could just drop Endurance for a 125 build, but otherwise it's basically just Strength, Vigor, and Endurance with 11 in both Intelligence and Faith, and of course 15 Dex to meet the shield's weird-ass requirements. We end up with 417 AR with our heavy infused punchy boys, which is way more damage than it actually sounds, especially when we engage in dual fisting / kicking action. The real strength of this build is providing continual, constant harassment with occasional shield throws, and just when your opponent gets frustrated enough to actually approach you, boom! Boot to the fucking face! Or you get hyper armored and turn into a fine red, white, and blue mush. C'est la vie. Now don't forget that Steve Rogers is all about those performance-enhancing drugs.
Everything special about you came out of a bottle.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like, your opinion, man.
Remember, kids, sometimes drugs, in fact, totally work for you. For legal purposes, this is a joke. Stay in drugs, don't do school, kids. You should have a steady supply of government-enriched meat, golden vow items so you can spread your patriotism from corner to corner in the Shadowlands and root out every single instance of these Hydra sympathizers. I'm on to you, Mesmer.
You are failing!
If you like this build, then go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. The only way the algorithm actually knows if you enjoyed a thing is if you directly tell it. So please, please tell it. Yar, here there be channel members. I thank ye for supplying me with a doubloon apiece. See, this is my favorite part of most arena duels, when I have frustrated my opponent so much I see them equip the shield as well, just to try and outspam me. It's like, don't cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.